Yes, people, welcome back to United View. Welcome to the road trip. Man United taking on Newcastle United at St James's Park tonight, 8:15 p.m. Kickoff, UK time, that is. I'm on my way down to TalkSport Towers to do my usual Wednesday TalkSport 2 show. And then it's getting back on the train, getting back for the match view with Owen and DJ. Now, listen, people. This is a big opportunity today. This is a really, really big opportunity. I understand that Newcastle United are a good team. They're not what they have been used to this year, but I still understand it. I still understand the assignment. We should still understand the assignment. Physically in midfield, they're at it. They're dogged. They play with intensity. Okay? You're looking at Jacob Ramsey, Joe Linton, and Tonali. Something along those lines. Something along those lines. There's no Bruno Guimaraes. You know, up front, listen, they haven't been great. Anthony Gordon hasn't been great this year. My son, Anthony, you know what I'm saying, hasn't been the best. Jacob Murphy's Jacob Murphy. Harvey Barnes, don't know if he's fit, but yeah, you got him as well. Voltemader's out as well. So they can be got at. They've got injuries at the back as well. I think Shah and Botman are out. I think Livramento's out. I know Lewis Miley's been out for ages. So listen, man. There's an opportunity. They've lost the last 3 home games. If we can get the first goal and just get them on the back foot, then, you know, it can turn quite quickly there. However, they might not be confident going into this and we might be super confident, but it's under the lights at St James's and we haven't won there since 2019. Take out the COVID year where there was no fans, where Bruno put it in the top corner, I think, and Wan-Bissaka even scored. Take that out, no fans. Since there's been fans, mate, yeah, 2019 we ain't won there, so we definitely owe them one. And the position that we can put ourselves in the league is very appealing to us, very appealing to me, extremely appealing. You've got Aston Villa and Chelsea playing each other. You know, you had Liverpool lose last night. You don't get better opportunities than this, but obviously the opposition we're playing is difficult. And like Tabra said earlier on the show, if we do lose tonight or drop points, listen, it still isn't the end of the world. We've been on a great run. We are on a great run. And one loss or draw or some drop points isn't going to change that. There's going to be a lot of dropped points by many teams from, well, just in the division, in general, really, from Arsenal right down to the bottom. So we just have to show up. Now, I think the team selection or the team that's going to be available is going to be interesting. I've seen a lot of us talking about if it is Lenny Yoro and Aiden Heaven who have to start because maybe Harry Maguire couldn't make it. If Luke Shaw can't make it, I'm less concerned because I think Mazraoui is going to be absolutely fine. There's an argument for Mazraoui to even start this game over one fullback in terms of Dalot or Luke Shaw. Obviously, Carrick won't go down that route. He'll respect Mazraoui and, you know, trust him to come into the team to do what needs to be done. But he's gone with Dalot and Luke Shaw. There is trusted too. If there's anything wrong with those two that they can't play, of course he's not scared to go to Mazraoui as we had to do the other day when Luke Shaw wasn't feeling too well. We'll wait and see. But that does change the complexion of the game. It does. If we have to go there with 2 young centre-backs in Aiden Heaven and Yoro, you could be forgiven for thinking that's a big ask going away to Newcastle. That might not be informed, but it's still a big ask. But at the same time, if Newcastle United play the team or the front 3 that you might expect, I think it'll be more about foot races. I think it'll be more about foot races than physical duels. You know, Aiden Heaven, last time he played against Newcastle United when we beat them 1-0 under Amorim, he played in that game and played pretty well against Nick Voltemada, who isn't playing today. But if it's Anthony Gordon up front, and it's Lenny Yoro and Aiden Heaven who got to look after Anthony Gordon. Yeah, he's quick. He's extremely quick, Anthony Gordon, but so is Yoro. Yoro's fairly quick, you know what I mean? Aiden Heaven's no slouch. So, yeah, I would like to trust those two to do that. It'd be a big opportunity for them. But it can change what the dynamic of the game looks like, you know, without Maguire there. And without Shaw, well, less so without Shaw there because I think, like I said, Mazraoui will be okay. Casemiro, in terms of both boxes, what he gives you aerially is going to be super important. You know what I mean? He was the hero in a cup final a couple of years ago at Wembley. He was there. But, you know, set pieces are going to be important. You've got Dan Burn. You've got probably Malik Thiaw. Who else is quite a tall boy? You've got Joe Linton. You've got, who else? Tonali's pretty handy. Do you know what I'm saying? And matching that dynamism in midfield is going to be needed. But Casemiro's know-how is going to be very, very important for this game. And I just think we've got a real opportunity. Nick Pope is dodgy as hell. You know, you can get at him, so let's get shots off. And Benjamin Sesko, this is a game where it'd be interesting to see what Carrick does. Some people I could see why Mbeumo would come back in. You know, if you're playing against Dan Burn and Thiaw, do you want the likes of Benjamin Sesko going up aerially against them? Would it be better to play Mbeumo down the middle, etc., spacing behind? I'm saying start Benjamin Sesko, mate. The kid is absolutely flying. He's doing what you're asking for him to do. Unleash him. Unleash him against a shaky defence. Unleash him against a team that's low on confidence, against, they're playing in a stadium at the minute at home where they haven't been comfortable, where the pressure's on. Unleash him. Let him play. Let him play. We've got a long rest after this because we don't play in the FA Cup, of course, and we play next weekend. So, you know, we got at least 10, 11 days rest, something like that. Play the kid, man. And I say kid, he's a senior player. Do you know what I mean? Benjamin Sesko is a senior player who is banging form, the most informed striker in the league right now, alongside Igor Thiago. And he deserves his flowers and deserves his minutes. He's playing well. And, you know, Mbeumo down the sides, Cunha in transition as well, massively important. You know, we all know what Bruno does. So I think play him. Give him what he wants, man. Give him the minutes. Let Dan Burn have to worry about him on set pieces because there's an aerial threat. Because at the same time, you can say, well, we are playing against Newcastle United. So in both boxes, we need a little bit of height, especially if Harry Maguire's not there as well. You need Sesko back defending near post, defending the far post on corners or free kicks. You know, and then they need something to think about going the other way as well. So for me, I'm starting him. I am still comfortable with Carrick in terms of what he decides to do. Like, listen, the records speak for itself. Man ain't lost. Yeah, man ain't lost the game, bro. So he can do what he wants. But essentially, I'm looking at it and I'm like, nah, Sesko's got to start. And, you know, for the storyline, Eddie Howe already spoke about it. He's well aware of our free signings and Mbeumo, Cunha and Sesko. You know, they were aware of them. You know, we know that they were trying to get those type of players and they were unable to. So, listen, for me, it'll be massive if we can win this. I don't know if I'm asking for too much and then go and beat Villa. But the form that we're in, why can't we? And like I said before, against Everton, like I said against Palace, when Chelsea slipped up, we knew that with Chelsea we're going to slip up again. We kind of predicted that. Just win. What are these man doing? Internet. Oh, what are they doing? Measuring internet, putting cables down. Anyway, just win the game. Just win the game. I'll be there, guys. You'll be there. I'll see you there. Man United, come on, boys. Win this one. Win this one, and we'll be all but assured Champions League football. We'll be in such a healthy position. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for the new guys. I'm out of here. Peace.